Hi, this is going to be a tutorial on how to use the latest version of Shawrisheets online score sheets. If you haven't looked at the documentation sheet here that looks like this, I'd encourage you to do so before you watch these tutorials. Once again, we'd like to thank you and your tournament for using these score sheets. If you have any questions/concerns, please feel free to give us feedback using our feedback form here, which will be provided by your tournament director after the tournament. Now, before we start this tutorial, I'd like to give a few disclaimers, one of them being we have not covered every feature of Shawrisheets, and the other being that there are various errors that may pop up during your use, and if they do show up during the tournament, please contact us during the tournament or give us feedback if it doesn't affect the outcome afterwards. Now, let's start this tutorial by looking at what you might see when you first open your Drive folder. Now, excluding the list of tournaments, which is a admin-related Google Doc, the other score sheets will all be in your Shawrisheets Google Drive. The moderator score sheet, the roster sheet, and the tournament combined score sheet are all vital to the function of Shawrisheets. Now, let's first look at the roster sheet. You will see here that there's lists for teams, divisions, player names, and powers. Now, before you start, please note that we ask you not to touch any of the headers and to just edit the columns below. Now, before the tournament and when you're ready, you need to input the team names here, what divisions they will be playing in, if there are any, and the player names. So let's do that. I will make up some sample names for the purpose of this tutorial. And for the purposes of this, we're not going to use divisions. Now, once you have created your team names, you need to go over here and select what, if you're using powers, and what value they will be assigned, as some tournaments, like Pace Format, assign 20 for powers, and others use 15 for powers. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will be using 15. Now, once you've done that, you're ready to go for your tournament. If you look over here, there's also a players list sheet. This serves an external purpose in moving the data over from the roster sheet to the other score sheets. Now you're ready to move on to the next score sheet. But before you do so, make sure to copy the URL. Now move on to watching part 2 of the Shawrisheets tutorial on how to use the moderator score sheet.